Hello, YouTube. This is the Galley La Podcast, and today we are going to be reviewing One Piece Manga Chapter 1141, An Order Woman. So please like and subscribe if you have not. Leave a comment below. I am Akainu Fanboy, and the other guy is Geboss. And we have a continuation of, I guess it's now like the Ulchi page one
Who's Who cover story.
cover story. Like, what is this?
I feel like we've had like the same stuff happening the last like 3 weeks.
It's like a different angle. That's kind of like the only thing I noticed the difference,
Yeah.
Yeah, no explanation of what happened,
Yeah.
why they hate each other, all the rest. So that's pretty weird. So basically, we start this next chapter with Nami, and she's complaining about treasure, and hopefully that Loki might have some treasure stored away.
Mhm.
And we also get a continuation of Frankie right after he saw the lore piece, mural and everything like that. So, and we get more kind of like the geographic layout of Elbaf too in the tree area as well.
Yeah. I like how they're going through and showing how everything's built on the tops of trees and everything. But well, what do you think about the whole thing? They specifically mentioned that Elbaf wants its vulnerability is fire and lightning. So I have a couple theories about that.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
So I think like in the One Piece bingo video that we released, I thought that Emu was going to do something with the Mother Flame, and that's specifically like fire raining down from the sky, and that could eliminate all of Elbaf easily.
Yes.
But then they also mentioned lightning, so that could have to do with somehow Eneru showing back up. Specifically because we saw like in the mural the Arc Maxim stuff that showed lightning
that's true.
striking down, and then I know you're gonna hate this, but you know who mainly deals damage in fire and lightning?
Big meme.
Exactly. Again, another thing that points to her coming back.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
I know.
Nobody wants it.
Also, I was reading something, comments about the chapter, and one person pointed out, wasn't Haruden going for the Maramara no Mi? And
Yes.
the whole thing, like that could potentially burn down all of Elbaf if he couldn't use it right.
That's true.
But
yeah.
Yeah,
no, it's different. And where's Usi at? We need Usi back in the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to put that out there. And it was kind of funny. I was thrown off guard with Usopp at first. I was like, wait, what the heck is he doing? I guess he's trying to play the role, but it just requires the aid of alcohol to do it right now. And then Sanji's keeping an eye on Gerd right here, and we got the next section here where we just get more of the giant interactions here, just kind of get it fleshed out more and more. I don't know, any thoughts on this in particular?
I guess I was kind of confused because Rodo, I think, heard from the guards that they took from the castle, because he says, I don't think it's right for me to ignore the report of an intruder who looks like red hair. And I don't remember them saying that in the chapter, but he might have heard it from the people, these guys who got attacked.
Right.
But that would be interesting if like Luffy and everyone found out about it. But besides that, I like the interactions with Gerd and everything, but Gerd looks like really small compared to Rodo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, even like comparing like a man to versus a woman's height in the regular story.
Yeah.
But Besides that, I just wanted to say I did like the little Usopp interaction. Like he's just acting this way because he's happy to be on Elbaf.
Yes, and alcohol.
Yeah. But
I still like Sanji's fit, by the way.
Oh yeah. He always has to keep track of where all the women are at.
Always. And when we get to Loki, the Luffy Zoro part was like pretty terrific, honestly. Their interactions. Just Zoro's taking this giant's huge. Okay, thank you, Zoro. We appreciated the feedback there.
Yeah.
It's funny with his observations, though. He is able to see like the sea stone and everything like that too. And like Zoro's kind of being like the right hand captain a little bit, telling Luffy he has to chill out, and I don't know, he's kind of filling in the role of Sanji a little bit here, just kind of softening some sense of Luffy, and then also he's kicking Loki. So I kind of thought that was funny right there, just to see he's kind of filling that part a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was interesting that we got like an actual height confirmation of Loki, because Zoro says that he's as big as oars, so he probably has like the ancient giant blood in him. I think they said that with his father too, the king that was killed.
Yeah, right, exactly. And yeah, it is kind of interesting to see Zoro so observant too, like this. He usually isn't, just trying to check out the injuries and things like that. He's usually just like, I'll chop it in half. So it's kind of cool to see like a different side of him for once,
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. And then,
well, what I thought was funny was Zoro was just suggesting, well, there's plenty of meat over there, referring to all the animals, and he's like, no, they're my friends. You didn't think that when Chopper showed up, but
yeah, he invited them all on the crew too, most likely. And it is kind of an interesting thought that we're chew it over. It's like how Scopper did give the key to Luffy to free Loki, and I'm wondering what's the intention behind that, because you think Scopper would want some stability on Elbaf because his family's there.
Oh, I think Scopper knows more about what's going on.
Yeah, so maybe he has faith in Loki that he won't harm or destroy things, or he wants the truth to come out. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, it's also weird because he said, you guys have no idea what Loki's capable of. So, and they just ignored him. So, I guess
that's true.
I guess he's just leaving it to the judgment of Luffy, which is not that good.
Yeah. Exactly. And then we see Haruden and the gang pop up here. Which is a cool panel. I like that.
Yeah.
And so that was pretty funny, and then Luffy's helping them out, bouncing it off right here. And it kind of looks like, how can I say? Actually, well, first off, the Luffy panel of him biting his lips was great, Yeah. That was pretty awesome. And I guess like kind of what I find interesting here is like, I think Haruden and all these other giants are just going to be used as fodder to hype up Loki,
Yeah.
And they're going to be hype tools, and that's going to be the purpose. But they came in just as the Loki offering.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Haruden does not have the best track record. He got didn't he get one shot by Luffy, and then he had trouble against Mach Vice of all people?
Mach Vice is goated, bro. Easily in the top 50. It's not even close.
But yeah, I did like the whole interaction, because they got the Luffy saved the boat, and then he sent them back up flying.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to point out that the clouds for their ships don't work in the underworld, which was interesting. I don't know why that is. Maybe maybe the clouds themselves can only survive in certain altitudes.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. And I will say, wait, and I wanted you to give respect on Haruda though, because he did take out Uzi. So I just want to throw that.
Yeah, that's definitely a feat.
Yes, thank you. But I will say this panel with Loki is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I feel like with Oda's art, like specifically with Loki, it's almost like he's drawing for a different manga in a way.
Yeah.
Like the shading and everything. He has the elements of a One Piece character, but I don't know, he's drawn a little bit more like detailed.
Yeah.
But yeah, this last spread with Loki finally rising up is pretty cool.
So do you think he was actually hurt or just moderately hurt, and then he just acted to look like he was really hurt?
Well, I think
whole thing.
I think he's hurt, and I think he's just pissed because Shamrock and Gunko were laying into him with everything. So I think he's just gonna go wild. Although you see in the panel, he still has one Sea Prism cuff on.
Yes.
Yeah, and
so he most likely has a devil fruit. I mean, not most likely. There's a shot he does.
No, I think he definitely does. They said that he has a mythical one. But
okay, yeah.
I will say, Jimper, friend of the show, pointed out that they might be trying to show how strong he is because the monster trio is here, and they might have to put him down, or they might struggle to, because if you think about it, like an Or's size opponent took all of the Straw Hats to take down. So, but that was pre time skip. So
yeah, wait, yeah, because Sanji, let's see, I'm trying to see where it is.
Yeah, Sanji,
okay, yeah, you do kind of, if you zoom in there, you'll see him. Yeah,
when they're riding in, he says, "Don't worry, Gert, I'll save you."
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So that would be really cool to see. So basically, he's gonna foderize the giants. You know, like they'll get destroyed.
Yeah,
and then it will just kind of be the monster trio versus him.
Yeah, because well, if you think back to like Marineford when Little Oars Jr. showed up and the other giants were there, they only came up to maybe about his knees. So
yeah, and they all got annihilated too.
Yeah, but I want them to show some sort of feats. I don't want. It's something that Oda likes to do with the giants. Is, oh look, they took down a giant. They're so strong. But then that fodderizes a lot of giants, you know.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, but they left Loki's weapon there. I want to get a clearer shot of it because it kind of looks like a hammer. And I don't know if that's gonna be like a Thor thing. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, with the hammer there. That's true. Yeah, it could be like kind of like combo Loki and that. And so, but when are we gonna get like the mischievous side of him? You think, or I don't know. There was a part of me that thought he was already illustrating that when he said what, I thought he was passed out. So I thought that was kind of like the first indication there, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited for it though.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be a break next week, but before we started recording, I said that I had a crazy theory. Do you want me to say it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the title chapter is an older woman. I'm like, okay, what does that have to do with anything? I thought maybe it had to relate to Scopper and Ripley.
Yes,
but that doesn't seem to be the case because Yarul is saying that he likes older women, and then Usopp's doing a gag like, "You're the oldest person in the world. That doesn't exist." So my theory is that potentially, because we know there's some connection with the Celestial Dragons, the Holy Knights, and everything, because they're showing up on Elbaf, and I don't think that they could necessarily teleport to some place that they hadn't been before, or something like that. So if that's the case, potentially Yarul could be in league with them, because he was also the only survivor with the whole capture of Loki.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
potentially Emu could be female, and Emu's probably centuries old at this point, probably older than him. So I'm wondering if like this little gag is pointing to something more sinister.
That's an interesting thought. Yeah, I like that.
Because a lot of people are like, have pointed out like Yarul seems kind of suspicious with all the stuff having to do with the castle, because there's still a lot of speculation about the death of the king and everything. But yeah, that's my little crackpot theory.
Yeah, I like that. I initially thought Big Mom, but at the same time, she's not incredibly old,
Yeah, Big Mom's only like I think she's less than 100. I'm pretty sure she is, like, because she's like a normal human. So
yeah, just normal.
Yeah, quote unquote.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with Loki, fighting another ancient giant. Like, he's definitely gonna be stronger than Ors, because he has a devil fruit, and he's just built differently than Ors.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. So I'm excited to see it. But any other closing thoughts?
No, I'm good.
All right, cool. So that's it for me. I love the chapter. It was great. A lot of great content in here. So please like, subscribe, everyone. Give your thoughts on the chapter and our review. And we'll see you guys soon. Peace.
See ya.